Oh, thanks, everyone. I have two announcements. First, we didn't use EasyCater for this meeting, which is why the food never arrived. Also, and I just thought of this, effective immediately, everyone will be paid in wildly volatile cryptocurrency. You're all now billionaires. And now you're broke.
Bad ideas happen when there's no food for the meeting. So make sure it's on time and as ordered from more than 80,000 restaurants. Now, EasyCater.
You're rich again. And now you're not.
Order 24/7 on EasyCater.com.
Odyssey now has hundreds of new exclusive music stations for you to discover your new summer soundtrack.
Get moving with worthy workouts for a cardio sesh fueled by today's top artists.
Hanging with your crew? Throw it back with Picnic Party for old school jams for your cookout.
Or sail away with Odyssey's new yacht rock station, Jugger Yacht.
There are hundreds of new exclusive stations to check out today.
For summer barbecues,
road trips,
or relaxing poolside.
For every mood, every interest, every passion. By Odyssey. Brought to you in part by Macy's and Geico.
All right, Darryl, let's talk a little Browns here. So Jadeveon Clowney has a visit. He leaves. All is quiet on the Western Front, it appears, right now. Yeah. However, as far as we know, Clowney has not taken another visit. I wonder, should we read anything into that at all?
No, I wouldn't. And, you know, I'm not sold that Jadeveon Clowney wants to come play for the Browns. I mean, you know, they gave him the best offer last year in terms of dollars and years, and he turned it down, right? And he took the one-year deal to go play with Tennessee. Now he's coming off the torn meniscus here, only played 8 games. Sack numbers down in recent years. You know, I'm reading articles this week about how he was, you know, the most overhyped player or something like that. And I'm not sold that he really wants to come play for the Cleveland Browns. And I'm not taking a shot at the Browns. To me, it's not a Browns thing. I think it's a, more of a Jadeveon Clowney preference thing.
Yeah.
And that's on him. But my understanding is that, you know, he's got another offer on the table and, for him to consider. And again, the Browns made the best offer in terms of dollars and years last year. And he said, thanks, but no thanks. So it tells me he's reluctant to join the Browns for whatever reason.
Well,
and the Browns felt bringing him in this week allowed them to really present their case to him, maybe alleviate any whatever apprehension he had. But I'm just going to caution fans that don't be shocked if Jadeveon Clowney does not come to Cleveland.
Well, a few things. First of all, I don't think it's the end of the world if they sign him or not. As somebody. I know who it is, so I don't want to mention it. But I personally would have preferred Carlos Dunlap, but he obviously re-signed with Seattle yesterday.
Right.
Because I think while Clowney maybe still has more upside, Dunlap never gets hurt and, is a more steady player and a more of a producer of sacks, although the sack stat can be overrated. However, I do think Clowney is still a good player when healthy. That's a big part of that because he's had a lot of injuries. And, I think a lot of people look at last year and say, and I don't know that I believe that the Browns offered him 3 years, $57 million, because that seems crazy to me. But okay, let's say they made him the best contract, even if it wasn't that much, and he didn't take it. I think some people are taking that as an insult. In fact, I look at that as a good thing if he signs here this year, and maybe he won't, maybe you're right. But the fact that it wasn't about money for him, going into last year, the Titans had much higher expectations than the Browns. Right. So in a way, he chose a team that he thought had a better chance to win. Now, he turned out to be wrong, but you couldn't blame him for that in last offseason. Now the Browns certainly are in much better shape as a franchise than we knew for sure going into last year. So the fact that he took less money to go to a team he thought had a better chance to win kind of says good things about him to me. Now, at this point, if he turns down the Browns because he's got some bias against the Browns for whatever reason, that I don't get. But last year, he didn't make it. We always complain that guys take the most money. He didn't. I'm not going to criticize him for that.
Yeah, and like I said, them bringing him in this week was their way to really, make an honest effort to, help him be comfortable with the organization and say, hey, what we've talked about is legitimately true. You can see it with your own eyes and whatnot. And and I'm of the mind that if similar to the J.J. Watt situation, if he takes it, great. If he doesn't, oh well, on to the next guy, right? I just, to me, it's not a make or break type thing. Would him signing make the Cleveland Browns defense better? Sure, absolutely. But I don't look at it as an end all, be all type of a situation. So if he signs here, great. If he doesn't, well, Andrew Berry's got other options, I'm sure, that he can pursue.
Best guess right now, are they even having conversations with the agents of Baker Mayfield, Denzel Ward, Nick Chubb, or Wyatt Teller about extensions right now?
I would probably say right now, probably not. I think that their focus is, on those remaining free agents. If there's anyone out there they want to bring in and getting ready for the upcoming draft, I think that's where their attention is. I think those conversations with those agents, I would anticipate once the draft is over and they're trying to sign their picks, and that's when you're touching base with those agents, I think, and trying to get extensions done. But I think right now, 100% of their energy is focused on remaining free agency and prep for the draft, because again, they got to go across the country now to really scout these players and pro days and whatnot, because they didn't have the combine and they didn't have the extensive campus visits in the fall that normally they would have. So I really think their focus right now is on preparing for next month's draft.
All right, Daryl, good stuff, buddy. Thanks for joining me as always.
You got it, Paul. Have a great weekend.
All right, showtime. You ready?
Born ready.
Great. Did you bring the dongle?
What's a dongle?
Never mind. We'll just show them on your laptop.
I was supposed to bring my laptop?
Don't panic. You shared the presentation with me, right?
I forgot.
Well, if you log in, then we can...
My password. I was about to say I forgot my password.
You ordered the food through EasyCater, right?
Yes?
We'll be fine.
Food can make or break a presentation, so make sure you order at EasyCater.com. Individually packaged food delivered right on time. How? EasyCater.
Odyssey now has hundreds of new exclusive music stations for you to discover your new summer soundtrack.
Get moving with worthy workouts for a cardio sesh fueled by today's top artists.
Hanging with your crew? Throw it back with Picnic Party for old school jams for your cookout.
Or sail away with Odyssey's new yacht rock station, Jugger Yacht.
There are hundreds of new exclusive stations to check out today.
For summer barbecues,
road trips,
or relaxing poolside.
For every mood, every interest, every passion. By Odyssey. Brought to you in part by Macy's and Geico.